Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Last Samurai podcast, the only podcast on the internet sponsored by Yo Mama where no bras are needed. Ooh. I'm your host, Roman San Nicolas, and sitting across from me today is a peculiar friend of mine.
Hello.
I met him at a bar by the name of Fox and Hound. I just finished playing pool. I'm pretty sure I lost and I was irritated, but he had a really badass game. What was it, the Nintendo SD?
I was playing the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch, and I looked over, I was like, bro, are you playing Mario? He said, hell yeah. Austin, tell him what's up, bro.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Austyn Slavych. Yeah, I mean, I love playing video games, so the Nintendo Switch is awesome. I take it everywhere.
Yes, he does.
Bro,
even to bars.
To bars. I take it. I have pictures on my Instagram where I go cycling a lot. Well, not cycling, but when I go to the gym, I cycle for my cardio, and I put it right there on the handlebars. And like the way that the controllers come off the sides, I'll just sit there and like cycle and play.
Just get your mind completely off the workout.
Oh, that's right. I love it. I'll cycle for like 45 minutes before I even realize what I'm doing.
I've never thought. See, I've watched YouTube videos while cycling or doing cardio, but I couldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to use my hands and feet at the same time.
You think that? Well, I mean, I don't know. You might not be able to. I can, but I don't play anything crazy. Like I'm not playing like Devil May Cry. I'm playing like Final Fantasy VII. You know, where you just.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy is a great game, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I just beat Final Fantasy VIII Remastered.
Word.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend. What is that, like your 8th time beating Final Fantasy VIII?
It's actually only my 3rd time beating that one.
Only my 3rd.
Only, yeah. Well, because that was, interestingly enough, when I was a kid, that game came out for the first time when I was 11. And it was the first Final Fantasy that I was kind of introduced to. Mm-hmm. I watched my sisters play like the first Final Fantasies on Nintendo.
Right.
But I mean, it was like 8-bit.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII at the time
was legit.
Dude, like it blew my freaking mind. PlayStation 1 era and the graphics were just like holy
blocky
crap.
As shit, but still
going
fire.
Back on it, just because you can get. I guess they kind of remastered a little bit, but there's another version of it on Steam before the one that just came out. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it looks like crap. You can't even tell. I mean, by today's standards, it looks like crap. 20 years ago, it was incredible, you know, like
number one.
Yeah. So I beat it twice then as a kid. And then when I found out, I mean, this last year, right now for like 90s and 80s kids is the greatest time to be alive as a gamer. I feel like.
Explain.
Well, so like in the last year, we've had Crash Bandicoot HD remastered, Spyro HD remastered, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening HD remake.
And you're all about the retro too. I noticed that.
Dude, well, and it's not even that, but it's like I grew up playing these games. So it's so cool to see it come back around, and they're doing the same thing in the movie industry, and I don't know why I hate it so much in the movie industry.
I love that.
Oh no, man, I hate it. So like Disney, for what I feel like for Disney, it's just a cash money grab because they know that like all these adults are gonna go watch.
Come on, you saw
remakes
that
of Aladdin, and no, I haven't seen Aladdin or Lion King.
Dude,
yet.
Aladdin was fantastic.
That's what I hear.
I saw it on mushrooms, and it was incredible. Yeah. I mean, it was only the first 20 minutes because we couldn't take the rest of it, and we just fucking went outside and smoked cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
But besides that, the first 20 minutes was phenomenal, is what I remember.
Well, so I saw Beauty and the Beast, where we're so off topic now. But I liked Beauty and the Beast. But going back, so video games are doing that now. So like you've got, I just mentioned Spyro and Crash and like all of the Final Fantasies from 7 to 12 have come back out. 8 getting an HD remaster. I think 9 and 10 both got a graphic update. I don't know if they got like an entire facelift like 8 did.
Now, disclaimer. As you know, I mean, I don't know if you remember I don't know if you remember me telling you, but I'm not really much of a gamer.
Okay.
So I'm not familiar the most. I mean, I know Final Fantasy because of how big it is. We're like just a whole bunch of different genres and games coming together in one to defeat like a bad guy, right? Like Mickey Mouse and.
No, you're thinking Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong. Okay, so Final Fantasy, is it like similar though? Is it?
So it's the same.
Concept?
The same video game house makes Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So like Kingdom Hearts is like a action RPG, whereas Final Fantasy is a turn-based RPG.
Turn-based.
So like you have your party anywhere from like 4 3 to 4 people. They've gone to like 3 in the recent years, but back in the day it was 4. I think the most it ever got to was like 6. But
what the fuck console took 6?
Well, it's like 6 members in your party.
Oh, like online. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Well, online now, but
back in the day I was talking like
This is like you're not playing with 6 people. You are playing, and you're controlling 6 people.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Or 4 people.
Got you.
And so, like, in your party, talking about Final Fantasy 1, I always had a red mage who was like, you had your healing magic and your party boosting magic. You'd always had your black mage, which was like your attack magic. You always had your warrior because they could tank hits and not, take a lot of damage. And they
dished out the damage.
Yeah, they dished out damage, and then you'd always have your monk, who was really fast and like could hit a whole lot of times. And so turn-based, basically, like I take my turn and I calculate my moves to attack you, and then when it's your turn, you do the same to attack me. So very much like Dungeons and Dragons, tabletop game, but in a video game. And then as time went on, they kind of progressed the system to where you weren't taking turns, you were actually moving based on speed. And so like if all my guys were way faster than you or your guys, then all my guys are going to be able to attack once, twice, maybe 3 times before you even
get that one in.
Yeah. And so that's the difference. And so like turn-based RPG is very much
just back and forth.
Yeah, when you hear JRPG, that's kind of like what comes to mind. Japanese RPG and JRPG.
That's what comes to mind, is the turn-based?
Turn-based.
Okay.
Turn-based is very much what's the word? Synonymous with JRPG.
Okay.
Whereas action RPG is more like Skyrim, Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, yep. Okay.
Morrowind.
Isn't Skyrim more like a, what's it called? First person?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like the first and third person RPGs are very action RPGs. So you're still leveling up. There's still towns that you go to like buy stuff and sell stuff. You still might control 1 to 3 players. Yeah, RuneScape.
Remember that?
Hey, you know what? That's an MMO RPG, but same idea.
Yeah.
And then so like in Kingdom Hearts, you don't take turns attacking. You're actually moving, and you can dodge, and like your skill level will determine if you take a lot of hits or if you dish out a lot of hits, So
something similar, what you said earlier, you said Dungeons and Dragons. I actually played that on the Xbox. I remember they made a video game of that.
Okay.
And that was incredibly fun because there was 3 of us, I believe. I think you could have up to 4 players, but there was 3 of us, and we like destroyed the whole game front to back.
So was that the side-scrolling game?
Yeah.
It played much like an arcade game?
No, it's more, I mean, it's not really side-scrolling where you're watching them just on the screen going across. It's more like 3D where you're seeing from above.
Oh, okay.
And like you're looking down at the arena, you know what I mean? But we are going through like a maze and stuff, and like attacking from like one opponent to the next, and you move on and you build as you go, like more damage. So that's pretty much all the experience I have of what you're talking about. But I had a great time doing it. It was with one of my best friends, R.I.P. to my brother, Michael Duffy. He was the one who put me on to that, to Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, real Dungeons and Dragons, not to like downplay anything you just said, but like the tabletop.
By all means, downplay everything.
No, I don't mean to, but like the tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, and I've never fully completed a campaign because like the life happens, but
unlimited amounts of like.
Oh, dude, you could do anything.
Yeah.
Like if you.
It'll be never ending. It'll be like Monopoly.
Well, yeah, depending on how great your DM is. But like. It's funny because a lot of times your dungeon master will create this elaborate campaign for you, and then like the people playing the game will completely derail it because they'll get so fixated on one NPC that like they'll go down a rabbit hole, and then as a DM you're like, how do I get them back on track? Which is funny, but
just like what that one kid was trying to do in Stranger Things, trying to get everybody back on track.
Oh, that's right. He just wanted everyone to play with it, man. He just wanted. Oh man, what a great show!
Assholes
he just wanted everyone to play, and I'm so sad that he thought it was like the right thing to do to throw away all his books. And I'm like, man, you're gonna play again. In 10 years, this is gonna be cool again. You just don't know.
Exactly. Did you like Stranger Things?
Oh, I love Stranger Things.
What'd you think about the 3rd season?
I liked it a lot, and spoiler alert.
By all means.
Man, when Billy died,
Dude, he's not fucking dead. Come on.
Billy, the brother who got stabbed through the chest.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about the sheriff.
Of the sheriff.
What's the sheriff's name again?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, dude. Billy was an asshole. I didn't care.
He was totally an asshole, but like...
What a piece of shit.
Still didn't want him to die.
He definitely killed everybody else in town, so
like a lot of people died, right? Like a lot of people died.
Yeah.
Like half that town's population has been decimated because they all turned into like the goo monster.
Exactly. I mean, as badass as that is, he's a piece of shit. So I was totally cool with him dying. If his sister dies, that will destroy my heart.
That would suck. She's pretty cool.
I love her.
I thought it was so funny whenever...
even though she turned Elle into a complete douchebag, I still love her.
Well, she didn't turn Elle into a douchebag.
She gave her independence. I know.
She opened her eyes to what is possible.
I like obedient Elle.
Okay.
With the bald head and just protected everybody. But then again, that's
I
just
thought
me.
It was so funny when Elle goes into the mall and she's like, too many people against the rules.
Yes. She was still semi-obedient. By the end of that scene, she was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own
here
thing.
I am. I've arrived. Yeah, I thought it was great, man. I really liked it. I thought, I mean, they've already confirmed season 4, which is nice.
For sure. They have to.
Yeah.
So, that fucking outcry that came out, everybody loves Stranger Things. They wanted more.
Yeah, it's good.
You know. I'm sorry, we were like way off track.
Nah, it's fine. That's
pretty much, I don't know if you noticed, but that's pretty much how these things go.
Hey, that's fine. And then if we figure out what the way, what you want to actually, or where it's going, I am the best. I have ADHD brain, so like I just like.
So this guy messaged me, or I don't know if we talked on the phone, you messaged me, but he was like, so what exactly were we going to talk about? I was like, anything, bro. It's just two homies chilling.
No, that's exactly right. You're like, it's like, so, because in my podcast, gonna go ahead and
shout it out.
It's no walkthroughs.
Wait, no, that's you?
That's me.
Bro, I follow you.
Yeah, I know.
I love that.
So my shameless shout out, no walkthroughs. Go check it out.
Great podcast. I love it.
Playing retro games. And, we've actually kind of gone to newer games too, just because there's not really that big of a niche for retro games, and we're not able to get our hands on them as easily as we thought we were able to.
Hold on now. I need to put a plug in here. Can I get on your fucking podcast?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I want to play Mario with you so bad. I was dying how many times you kept on fucking dying in the very first part of that. I don't know who was it. Was it you or your friend that kept on dying? Was it back and forth?
Was that Mario 3?
Yeah, it was Mario. It was the big blocky world. The one with the gigantic missiles, and you had I believe that's Mario 3, isn't it? No.
Was I playing with Bud Ryan at that time, or was it just me?
No, you were playing with somebody because y'all were laughing at each other.
Okay, then that was with Ryan, and Bud Ryan is who I play with. We're both Libras, which I honestly want to change.
In the house.
I want to change the name to Libros because we have the same birthday.
The exact same birthday?
Exact same birthday.
Oh, that's cool. What's your birthday?
Last Saturday, October 5th.
Hey, happy birthday,
thanks,
my brother. Happy belated. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, and it's so funny because I'm like, we need to rename the show because no walkthroughs is cool and all, but like that was when I was doing it by myself, and now we do it together, and so like we should be Libros.
Yes, dude, that would be so dope.
But he's not for it, so we'll see.
It's okay, we'll get him back on board.
But and then that's we play video games, so like of course we don't really have to have what we need to talk about or what we're going to talk about.
It's just pretty much what's going on in the game.
It's just what's going on in the game. And then, like, as we play, I know a stupid amount about video games because I watch a bunch of podcasts about them. So
and you're also a video game designer?
I do design video games. I think
that is how our conversation started.
Well, it is. I think calling me a video game designer is a little complimentative to the ability that I currently have.
Programmer? What would you call it?
Well, so, like, I am a hard surface designer, which means I handle mainly like 3D modeling.
Okay, yeah, hence the artist.
Yeah. And I'm not like
phenomenal artist, by the way. What's your Instagram name?
Papa Slav Art. That's PAPPASLAVART.
I'm actually gonna get one of those in the studio here.
Hey,
one of these days. Yeah. I just need to go over there and check out I need to go through it and see what I want. I saw some really cool stuff with that Zelda guy, but if we could put Mario in the background,
can do whatever you want, baby.
I am all the way down.
But Papa Slav Art, another shameless shout out.
Art.
That's my Instagram, and thank you, sir. I do a lot with that, but that's kind of how I got found out with the video game house that I'm working for. which we're going to go ahead and shout this out too. Check out Bad Panda on Instagram.
Bad Panda?
Bad Panda
One
Game
word?
Studios. Yeah, one word.
Bad Panda Game Studios.
Bad Panda Game Studios.
Okay.
That's who I work for and work with. And
we'll go ahead and put the link in the description then.
yeah,
And your Instagram and your fucking podcast. Dude, we're going to plug the fuck out of you.
Plug me out, man.
All 10 of my viewers are going to go to your...
That's right.
They're going to go to your
you
sites.
know what? And that's the greatest thing about YouTube. You know, you help me, I help you. And so...
Yes, sir.
But yeah,
Panda?
with my job, I was getting really burnt out, and I was really unhappy at the time, which I'm very happy right now. But
At Papados?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know if I was allowed to say that. I actually might want to cover that up. But
Shout out Papados. They're the shit.
dude, Papado is awesome.
I love your shrimp.
It's good. We everything's fresh. I've probably
Is
deveined
it?
and
Is
peeled
it now?
Look,
Let's be honest
100%.
here. Everything's fresh.
It's easier for me to name you the things that we don't make than it is to name you the things that we do.
Okay, then what do you don't make?
Ketchup. Ketchup comes in bags.
This motherfucker's a pull-out condiments.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, we make our own ranch. We make our own mayonnaise. We make
make
our
your
own
own mayonnaise?
We make our own mayonnaise, bro. I have had to make 25 gallons of mayonnaise.
You are kidding me.
I wish I was.
I could see you. See, I used to work at Pluckers, and I remember making ranch. I never did it, but I remember the cooks making ranch.
Yeah.
But mayonnaise?
We make our own mayonnaise. So that we know the ingredients that's going to our mayonnaise, so that we know the ingredients that's going to our ranch. Because if you didn't know, ranch dressing is one packet of ranch seasoning, which comes in like
powder.
it's like I don't know what it is, onion powder and cloves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's one packet of ranch seasoning. It's like a quart of buttermilk and like
Buttermilk.
pound of mayonnaise. Like, that's what ranch dressing is.
I knew it was a shit ton of mayonnaise, but
It's a lot.
Oh yeah, buttermilk. Okay, but what's that black flakes in there? Is that pepper?
That's what's ever in the
powder
bag. Yeah.
Okay, got you. I hate to be an asshole, bro, but this is a new camera, and I'm not sure if we're actually recording. So let me go check real quick.
Yeah.
Let me show you how unprofessional this podcast is.
Hey, look, man, I'm all about it.
So yeah, we are recording. Okay.
Hey, turns out we're recording.
Okay, guys. So I just got a new camera. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you would have seen the unboxing of it. So I don't really know how to work this motherfucker, but it's super dope, and it can record longer than 30 minutes. Shout out Luminex G7.
And it's working.
We're
recording. This is live.
Yes.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
And we're going all the way around the world and back. I want to go back to your video game 3D modeling.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was trying to get there.
Go ahead.
Started talking about Papado, so.
Dude, that's all me, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I can go in any way direction.
At the time, I was feeling a little bummed out. You know, you get your work blues, and I really wanted to go back to school for video game design. You know, some stuff happened at work. I don't know if I can actually talk about it, so I won't. But it was in the news. It happened last day before Valentine's Day of 2017. And it was very scary, and that happened. And I was already kind of just in a really bad place at work. And so I told my wife, hey, like, I want to go back to school. I'm not going to quit because I need to make money.
I hate to stop you there, but you want to go back to school. What happened 2017?
I don't know if I'm legally allowed to talk about it.
Can you give us some keywords to Google?
The Papado Duncanville 2017.
Papado Duncanville 2017 Valentine's Day?
Mardi Gras would probably be. It would not that
Around
was what
March?
it was. It was so Mardi Gras in 2017 was the day before Valentine's Day. So
okay.
February 13th.
February 13th.
February 13th,
Papado
2018.
Duncanville.
Yeah.
Everybody Google that because
Yeah,
I
right?
want to know what the fuck is going on.
I'm sure you do.
Actually, after the podcast, just go ahead and tell me about it.
I will.
Okay. Anyways, you want to go back to school?
So I wanted to go back to school. I was so my wife and I started looking into it, and like even the cheapest 3-year program is like $60,000
for video game design.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then there's not a lot of places that do it. There's like the Art Institute of Dallas and that other place that's based out of Florida, and so.
That other place.
Yeah, I don't even. Well, a lot of the people I work with now go there, but I don't even remember what it's called. And so, like, those are your two options to get like a good design degree. And then, like your community colleges, the community college, Tarrant County had some classes, but like it was the one way down south in Mansfield, and they was only like one fall semester, and that was it. And so she's came to me, she's like, baby, I know you want to do this, but it's not an option. Like what
it's not in the cards.
Yeah, like that's you can't go back to school. We're about to pay for a wedding. We have all these other things.
Oh, are you married now?
Yep.
Okay, this is in the past.
Yeah, this is in 2017.
Okay.
And
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So, interestingly enough, like within that same week, my best friend, this guy that I've known since second grade, posted a thing on Instagram that my wife just happened to scroll past, and she was like, "Hey, you should reach out to Jason. I think he does something with video games, or he's like the boss of a video game company or something."
Okay.
And so I called him up, and I haven't spoke to him in a while, but I called him up. I was like, "Hey, bud, how you doing? I've got some questions for you. I know we haven't talked in a while, so
this is a guy you haven't spoke to since second grade.
No. We've been friends since second grade.
Okay.
We were friends. We hung out, and his birthday is actually the day right before mine, so that's why we get along so well.
Okay.
And so we went to school. We went to the same school till 5th grade, and then we still hung out until about 11th, or I guess it was 10th grade. He moved to Colorado, but he's back down in Austin now, and so we've seen each other since then, and have hung out a few times. He named his firstborn son after me.
What?
Yep. I'm telling you, like,
Same
I've known
spelling?
this guy. Yeah, same spelling and everything.
Nice.
Yep.
He's Austyn with a Y.
Austyn with a Y.
Get it right.
Yeah, not my choice, but it'll follow me for life. But yeah, so I reached out to him. I called him. I started talking with him, and he's like, "Okay, cool. This is how you should go through this. These are the students that I speak to. This is where they're mostly from." And he's like, "You know what? Like, let me talk to my CEO, and we'll kind of go from there, and we'll he showed, long story short, he showed Brandon, who's the CEO of Bad Panda, some of my art. And so Brandon called me up. We started chatting on LinkedIn, and then he called me up, and we like talked until 3 a.m.
Brandon's the CEO.
Brandon's the CEO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of Bad Panda. Got you.
And after that conversation, the next day I got a call from Jason, and Jason was like, "Dude, I don't know what you said to this guy, but like he loves you and he wants you to be our very first intern."
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're great to talk to.
Hey, thanks, man.
So
hey, you know what? I am all about like the amount of positive vibes that you put out in the atmosphere, the amount of positive vibes you're gonna get in.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
So I'm sorry. I keep interrupting, bro, but I have to.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jason called you up. You got the job.
Yeah. Next thing I know, I'm signing a non-disclosure agreement with Bad Panda and Chris, who.
Wow, it's crazy how the world works.
Chris, who works with Bad Panda and had been, started teaching me, and this guy, Chris, is a world-class 3D modeler. Mm-hmm. This guy can pump out a model
of the clay, right?
What kind of? So like virtual clay.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, like on the computer.
Yeah. 3D modeling on the computer software.
I'm thinking old school shit.
No, well, that's kind of like there's a class that makes you do that. Like one of the classes at Dallas Institute is like you actually model the clay and then take a picture of it and then model it on the computer, and it's like that's too many steps.
We're in 2019, motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. Like there's a program that does this for me. Like I don't have to
exactly
get my hands dirty. This is stupid. But Chris, who is he's so phenomenally great, and he has been teaching me from the very beginning. And there's times where I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm letting you down because I'm not good, and he reassures me all the time. But
yeah, my bad. That's my laundry. And I'm way out of the shot.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, that's my laundry. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, Chris, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Chris has been teaching me.
You said you were letting him down or something?
Well, I haven't been, but because there's, interestingly enough, we're currently working for free because
if it's your passion, don't matter.
Yeah, well, we've been working on this game for a while now, and we just got to the point where we're looking for producers.
Oh wow!
And so hopefully hopefully we'll have a playable demo out at the end of October.
What's the name of the game?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Okay.
So I will just say
hush.
check out Bad Panda Game Studio on Instagram, and it might be on there. So
okay, got you.
I don't want to break any contracts and then lose, this
and then lose everything you worked for.
Yeah, I know.
So the game that he's playing with might be on the Instagram of Bad Pandas. Go check it out, y'all. So we cannot say it here because we're not trying to get fired.
That's right. So I work with a bunch of kids that are going to school for this, and none of us are getting paid. This is all like,
dude, whoever the CEO is one genius motherfucker.
Oh, well, yeah, and so, we're not getting paid.
We get a bunch of geniuses in here that don't mind getting paid. Not getting paid. I'm sorry.
The plan is, the modus operandum is, once we start getting producers.
Modus operandum.
Yeah. Mode of operation. I don't know how it translates.
No way. That's a modus operandum is way cooler.
Well, yeah. So basically, like, I'm giving a certain amount of tasks. I complete the tasks. The more tasks I complete, the higher percentage of the payout from the actual game I'll get. So, like, we're really working based on merit. Like, our game might freaking flop and make $0. Well, then I spent 2.5 years.
What's the name of the game, baby?
Yep. Our game might be the next Fortnite, and now I'm making hundreds of $1,000s.
There's another question I have. What kind of game is it? Could you say that?
Yeah.
Is it like a Fortnite type game?
No,
or is it like
we're going to make a version of it that'll be similar to Fortnite, but it's more like
Doom.
Jason and Freddy. Or sorry, the Jason Friday the 13th game. Or Dead by Daylight. Is that another...
You're going to have to explain it to me.
So it's like one person plays as a character, and then four
First
people...
person?
Yeah, first person.
Okay.
And then 4 other people play... And it's multiplayer. So one person is playing as one particular character, and then 4 people are playing as 4 other characters that are fighting against the one character. So like in Jason Friday the 13th, one person actually plays as Jason.
And then 4 other people fight against them.
4 other people are playing as the campers.
Oh, okay.
And so, like...
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so the campers, you're collecting stuff to... There's, like, a few different ways. You can try to kill Jason. You can try to escape. And you can try to hide until a certain amount of time is up.
And the one guy who's going against 4, obviously, is, like, incredibly strong and powerful.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely, like, God mode status.
Gotcha.
And so, like... He can even like fast travel seamlessly. So
nice.
like,
are we talking about Freddy Jason? Or are we talking about your game right now?
We're talking about Freddy.
Okay.
Yeah. So Freddy can actually like fast travel across the camp. So he just like pops up where you're at if he hears a sound, and then like you're dead. But it's very similar to that, and it's not you're not trying to kill anybody.
Okay.
But it's a really unique concept, which is why I'm not sure how much I can say.
Yeah.
It's a really unique concept, and it does have a few producers turning their head, which is nice because I would love to start making money.
You did tell me that Doom was created out here, wasn't it?
Doom was created in
Was it
Dallas.
Doom? Yeah. Have you guys gone up to them and talked to them, see if they want to
I don't know if their studio's still here, but I don't know. I know that that department is doing all the things that they can do to make sure that, we're getting the right
right marketing and all that stuff. That makes sense. Okay, I'm sorry. Carry on.
So, like I work with college students that are going to school for this. So the stuff that they output is like so much better than the stuff that I do sometimes. And everything that I've done so far has either been taught to me by Chris or I'm like learning through YouTube videos.
Oh, dude, you're selling yourself short. It couldn't be that bad.
Well, and Chris has even said that. He's like, look, you got to understand, like, you're doing great. These kids, like, and I get frustrated sometimes because, again, I'm working with college kids, and a lot of them...
You seem like a perfectionist as well.
Well, that comes with the territory.
So I can understand why you'd be frustrated in yourself.
Yeah. And I get frustrated in them because, a lot of them are kids and going to school for this, and to them, this is like a group project.
Right.
And to me, this is like a future career. And it's hard to, without the money... It's hard to convince them that, like, you could be doing this. Yeah, this is real deal shit. This isn't like you turn this in and get an A later.
Exactly.
This is like you turn this in and get $500,000 later. And,
so, I mean, dude, the guy who started Doom, I guarantee he did not see the potential of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, even, like, the Bethesda Studios owns them now, but, like, they're pumping out AAA platform games all the time, you know, so.
Whatever that means, that sounds great.
Oh, yeah, it's well, a AAA game is like Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
FIFA, you know, your big names, Mario, Luigi, that kind of stuff.
Is Halo still around?
Halo's
still around?
Yeah.
Really?
Halo 6 is coming out soon.
No shit. I used to love. I loved. 1 was all right. 2 and 3 were my shit. Yeah. I lived on 2 and 3.
I played 3 way too much.
3 way too much? Yeah, dude. That was great freaking maps.
Yeah.
And everything just felt so much better than 2. But I can always go back to 2 because there's this one. I can't remember what is, but it's like it's an arena where literally you're just like within a building and there's like a center circle in the middle of that where the sword is always at. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
I never played 2.
Oh, you didn't? Well, anyways, you can customize a map to where the only thing that's on that map are freaking RPGs.
Oh,
and so me and my cousins would just go in there and just blow each other up constantly and get like 105 kills and stuff.
That's awesome.
But yeah, dude, shout out Halo. I love Halo.
Yeah, Halo's great.
I'm done interrupting my guest over here.
No, that's fine.
Go ahead.
And so that's kind of how I got into this gig was just kids, don't go to school, know people.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's right. Well, and so you made a comment earlier that I seem like a really cool guy to talk about, and I think I learned at an early age that like
to talk with, not talk about.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's to talk with.
Dude, this is gonna be so cool to talk about later with my friends.
Coolest guy to talk about, by the way. No,
great conversation. I'm telling you guys.
But yeah. So I've also always kind of held that dear, and at an early age, kind of realized like. People will help you accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. And if you're mean to them, no one wants to help you.
No one wants to be around an asshole.
Yeah, no one wants to be around an asshole. Mm-hmm. People like being around people that are cool. And
this is why I don't have that many friends, too, because I'm
because you're
quite
asshole?
The asshole.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we're back in audio. Sorry about that cut, everybody on SoundCloud. But we're back in audio, and video is still good. We still got, how many more minutes in video do we have? Oh, dude, do we have 11 more minutes in video?
Okay, well.
Oh, no, we got 10 more minutes in video.
I've actually talked way longer than I told you that I was going to. So I kind of need
the homie here has a curfew.
I do have a curfew. I gotta be at work early.
But so to end it, do you have any last words for the viewers? What they can look forward to in the future, and what we should be expecting coming down the line from you?
Check out Papa Slav art. I'm always posting stuff on there. My wife is my number 1 fan and also my number 1 critic. She's the one who got the art degree.
I'm at least your number 7 fan.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm definitely
You're
top
up there?
10.
All right, cool.
Because I view your shit quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm definitely gonna get a Mario guy in here.
Yeah, do it.
I need to.
That's actually recent. I saw a Instagram video of someone doing that kind of art style and was like, I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then put out like 6 in a week.
6. You put out 6 in a week?
6 paintings, yeah.
Holy! Oh, is that one that last bit that I saw where? It's,
yeah,
the one with the Zeldas.
The wall that has the silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
dude, that one's sick.
Yeah, those ones are cool.
I love those.
That you're talking about the one that was the 3 colors where it's like green, blue, and red.
Yeah, yeah.
That took about 10 hours, maybe 15 hours, and that is 3 feet by 4 feet, and the guy paid $375 for that.
Dude, please give me a little homie discount. Take
Look,
take a little bit off
one
the top.
thing, okay,
Jesus
here's a
Christ.
lesson for the kids. If you have a skill, people will pay for it. And it took me a long time to realize that. And even when my skill wasn't as good as it is now,
mm-hmm.
if you can do something that someone can't do and they like it, they will pay for it. And I remember, I don't know if you saw the Super Smash Brothers piece that I did, but you
can show me.
I only charged the guy $150 for it. And by the time I was finished with it, my skill level had increased.
Go ahead. I'll just put in that audio in there.
Okay.
Your skill level. Oh, hold it. Here it's coming. God, this is annoying.
So my skill level had increased so greatly that like that piece, if I were to do it again, I would charge anywhere from $500 to $750 for it.
Oh my god, I need to find this guy and buy it off him.
Yeah, no, well, he's in California, so good luck.
It's safe to say there's gonna be no homie discount, so
Yeah.
you have to give me time to save up, my friend.
Good luck. Now my smaller pieces I do anywhere from like 120 to 150. So
okay, for sure.
And the ones that I've recently posted that are like with the silhouettes and the painting, those are only 60. So
there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Give me a Mario silhouette, and we are in the game, baby.
So, but yeah, and that's kind of. It took me a long time to realize that and learn that about myself and what I am capable of, and like if you have a skill, and
you do,
and someone desires what you can do, they will pay for it. And so like don't ever sell yourself short. If you because time is money, and like your time is your money, and don't ever let anyone bully you into, oh, you're getting marketing value. No, that's BS. Like no, the 4 people are going to come into your apartment and see what I did for you.
Even your friends, don't give your friends discounts.
Yeah, man. Well, I do friend discounts. I just don't want to. I just want to keep that on the down low. Like, I don't do friend discounts. But no,
no, bro. I'm gonna pay full price. Trust me.
Yeah, and so
on the $60
I will say that like, don't. I hear a lot of times people will be like, "Oh, you're painting. You paint so well. Like that. You're so good. You have such a great skill."
I love the process. I like that you show your process.
Yeah,
really cool.
I like to do it, and you will be good at the things that you're passionate about. And so I only recently became passionate about painting. Believe it or not, I've only been doing it for about 3 years.
Wow.
I had a teacher in 9th grade tell me I would never amount to anything art related.
Dude, fuck all teachers.
Yes. And so
except for my family members. My family members who are teachers, I love you dearly.
There it is.
But everyone who says that we weren't going to be made nothing and then we came and turned into something, fuck those teachers.
Those ones.
Fucking haters.
So, yeah, I started painting about 3 years ago. Around the same time that the incident happened at work. And
you just let those emotions out on canvas.
Yeah, your skill level will increase if you do it a lot. And you'll do it a lot if you're passionate about it. Yeah. Right. And so, like, if you start... Jake the dog, I love Adventure Time. Jake the dog in Season 3 says to Finn, the first step to being kind of okay at something is sucking at something.
100%.
And I love that so much. And, like, yeah, when I first started painting, I sucked at it. 2 years ago, I was kind of okay at it. Last year, I was good at it. Right now... I'm pretty great.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there.
I like it.
I've learned how to blend colors, and I learned like light angles, and I'm learning
a steady growth.
That's right. And so like I'm not a master, I'm not an expert. I'm just pretty great.
Just pretty great.
And so like I'll toot my own horn a little bit. My wife, however, is at like master level. She's not an expert either. Well, I guess
we need to get her on the podcast too then.
Oh, good luck. She might be expert and then master. I don't know how that goes, but she's definitely like right around there. And so she's always taught me, and she's always encouraged me, and she keeps pushing me. And so my goal is to keep pushing her, because her stuff is so much better than mine, and she's getting back into it. And I really hope that she jumps into that. And so if you've learned anything from me today, it's be nice to people, because it's not about it's not about what you know, it's who you know.
And never sell yourself short.
Never sell yourself short.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen,
I gotta go.
Adios.
I'll be back. It was fun.
Hell yeah, my friend.
Thank you.
Let's get it. That was a good time, bro. Yeah. Oh my goodness, dude, you are a complete natural. I don't know. Oh,
yeah. Well, if you want to get like
demonetized,
yeah. Well, not demonetized, but if you want to get on like their front page, then you can't. You're not supposed to cuss within the first 2 minutes.
So that's what I'm doing wrong.
That's what you're doing wrong.
I'm saying all the worst words in the first.
Worst words. Or I mean, you can, of course, like by all means, say what you want to.
Right.
But
just don't get paid for it.
Yeah, you're not. Well, and you can always censor it. You could always go back and like have it say something else.
Right.
Because I don't know, like, do you watch anyone else's stuff on YouTube?
Yes, dude. I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan. The whole reason why this was even made was because of the homie Joe Rogan.
Okay.
And I guess he's just so mother loving popular that it doesn't matter what he says for the first 2 minutes. And now I'm really watching myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watch him, and I when it comes to podcast wise, I watch him. I've been put on to the Genius Brain, and I've also been told to check Hey Bitch by that one group.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say bitch?
No, I think you gotta.
Oh, well,
I think you might want to
just
replace it with just replace it with
with a little
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just copy that right there and just go back and replace it with that.